People are excited.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Comics and Crypto, your source for everything collectible. We're here with the awesome Aaron, Chief of Collectors Experience on Fanable. What is up, buddy?
What's going on? I feel like I didn't share the link enough, and I don't think really. I think everybody who is here right now, wherever you're watching this from, you need to go and share the link for this show because we got a lot of info to put out today, don't we, guys?
Yes, we do.
We're going to go over the Fantastic Case, mystery case drop. It's going to be amazing. I just had a chance to look over the Medium article. We're going to dive deep into that in just a moment. But first, we want to make sure everyone out there knows tomorrow, Silver Surfer #1 drops on VV Digital Collectibles. Only 2,000 editions. We have a bounty, one of our biggest bounties yet, for 1968, the year that the comic was published. So if you land this mint number and you'd like to sell it to us, we would love to buy it from you. Good luck, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this drop. Probably the most excited I've been in a long, long time for any comic. We've been talking about this one for years. So let's go.
You guys are inspiring me to like start doing some like bounties on cases.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Like you make me want to do that. I'm like, man, I'm gonna put up some money and see if I can get somebody to get me this case if they still have it, you know?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love the idea behind it.
Yeah, you got like the 68 mint number case or something like that. Put out like an extra $100 bounty on it or something like that.
Well, like somebody on the Fanable marketplace right now has the Vault Villains #1, and that one's like $1,000. And I was like, I thought like, and then the other one is like this 66, which, you know, unfortunately it's not like 666, you know, it would have been like a good one to have like that, or even like 69.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a popular number for sure. So dropping this Thursday, 2 p.m. EST, the Fantastic Case. It's a curated drop focusing entirely on the Fantastic Four universe. Real excited to break this down. First off, we'll start with the case. The case is fantastic, as usual.
It fits the theme of the film and all the previews you've been seeing.
Love the background, the style, everything. The arrows pointing down to the case. That's so cool.
It was so cool developing this case with Impossible Brief. I basically was like, you know, I was in my brain, I was like, what is the best way? Because I was like, you know, I'll tell you this, before we even thought of this case, there was a completely different case that was going to be this week, and it was going to be, I think I told you guys about it with the Booth Breaker case. It was basically going to be just nothing but like Comic-Con exclusives from any con, any exclusive that we could find. I think I was searching high and low, eBay, everywhere, and I think the oldest one I could find was from like 1993. And I was like, that's a cool idea. But then, you know, we were talking and I was like, you know what's an even better idea, because people really love the Up and Away case. And so I was like, we should do more on theme, more stuff. And then people have been coming in the chats when we doing like the Twitter spaces, and they were like, you should do this. And I'm like, well, there's a Batman Day, there's these movies coming out, let's just do that. And so I pitched this idea to the Fanable team, and they're like, absolutely, go for it. And I was like, okay, cool.
All done, Aaron.
my other idea was like, for kind of have this, but like have different corners or different like parts of the case, to like one be like kind of like orange rock, like for the Thing, part of the corner being like a little invisible, one on fire. But how do you do Mr. Fantastic? Like, how do you give him his own corner?
It's a little longer than the others. By the way, I think you chose wisely. The design team, I give big shout out to Impossible Brief for putting these cases together. Another banger for sure that people are going to be excited to collect. Let's break down the case.
Yes.
So we'll go through all the comics, guys, but first we're going to break down the total editions. There are 100 cases, $94 per case. There is a guaranteed 50%, I believe?
50%? Yes. So we bumped it to 50%. So now there's a minimum 50% buyback guarantee. And I just want to point out real quick. So if you guys don't know, the reason that this is $94 instead of like $99, or, you know, is like I like to try and like balance out the price so that we're like just literally breaking even for what's going to this. And I could give you like the ideas behind the, you know, the prices and everything, but you'll see the value in this. However, 94 is important because in 1994, the law Fantastic Four movie came out. I mean, it didn't really come out release. It was just just to keep the property in somebody else's, you know, care.
That's awesome. I'm actually learning about that myself. I didn't really know much of details about that. There's Spencer. So apparently there was supposed to be a 1994 a Fantastic Four film, and that was going to be released in 1994, but it was never released. There's posters for it too that are out there. Which actually, if you look at the posters, it looks like a lot older film. It looks like it's from the 80s. It's pretty crazy.
Did they have anybody like interesting or significant cast in it, or
no, complete unknowns. But the premise was actually pretty cool. Like, you know, they had Dr. Doom. It was all about, you know, like I've read several different, like, I guess the ideas behind it. It was supposed to be like, you know, it was based off of what, like, there was like a comet that was coming in, and Dr. Doom, you know, or Victor Von Doom ended up like going missing while studying this thing. And so they end up going into space, and there's a whole thing behind it, but like with them getting their powers and then finding Dr. Doom again. And it's just craziness. It's like, it sounds insane, but awesome.
So again, guys, it's a $94 mystery case, but you're guaranteed 50% of your money back minimum, regardless if the comic is worth less. Fanable is offering that for 7 days. So make sure if you are interested in taking that buyback offer, pay attention because you only have 7 days to redeem. And on top of that, if it's worth more, they're going to offer you 90% fair market value of that comic. Amazing. Let's dive into the comics, the chasers, and then we'll go into the grail. So starting with One World Under Doom, number 1, CGC 9.8. Wow. What a banger. That is a cool cover. And sketch.
Yep. So this is signed and remarked by Jean Jiang. And yeah, like this was one I searched high and low for. And one thing you're going to see here, there is, you know, I'll give you the alpha right away. And I think it's pretty awesome. 25% of these cases, how's the best way to put this? I cannot speak. I haven't had enough coffee, but 25% of the comics in these cases are all above the value of this case.
Wow.
So you got to think you have 1 in 25 chance. No. Yeah.
1 in 4 chance.
1 in 4 chance. Yeah. 1 in 4 chance. She's even better.
25%, 1 in 4.
I never passed algebra 2. All right.
It shows. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, it does. It does. Trust me. I grew up wanting to be an astronaut. They're like, you got to do a lot of math. And I was like, no, fuck that. But yeah, 1 in 4 chance in this. And you'll see like just the chase. So we have 8 chases.
It's incredible, guys.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You're never going to see any packs like that out there in the physical space. You're never going to see that kind of opportunity.
Yeah.
That's incredible. It's incredible. And this cover is so sick. I've actually never seen this cover before.
I haven't seen this cover either. But yeah, John and I are both huge John Jiang fans. So I'm shocked that I haven't seen this one before.
Barry, a local. He's an awesome guy. We've met him multiple times. He actually signed the Marvel sign back here.
Nice.
He's such a great guy.
He absolutely is. I've met him so many times, like especially like up here in New York. And then because I have another guy who I used to when I was like doing a lot more sales on like eBay and stuff. I had a guy who started buying from me, and whenever he would he's like, you got any more Jiang? Got any more Jiang covers? And so I just go like talk to Jiang and be like, he's such a sweet guy, you know.
He always has such a great booth at Comic-Con too. He usually has like a normal size booth. Like he usually isn't just like in like Artist Alley and like a tiny little booth. Like he's got like a whole setup. He's displaying all of his art. Like it's incredible.
Yeah, we were first introduced to him when we met, or when we saw the covers for like The Lost Ronin. So it was around 2020. Mm-hmm. In the House of Slaughter, he was doing also Last House on the Lake. That was real. One of the Virgin variants for that cover was one that really, who is this guy? Wow.
I think it was a Batman cover for me that did it, and then most recently was, I think it was maybe last year, or was it? When was the last MegaCon? I think it was was this year.
Yeah, it was Florida, right?
Florida? Yeah. So I think MegaCon already happened, but he had a like a hot rod for Transformers like variant. Oh man, if I have time before you guys got to go, I'll show you. But like that was the one thing I had somebody go get that, and I don't usually do that. I had somebody go get that for me. I was like, go get me that one.
Did you see his Sandman covers? His Sandman covers were really cool.
No, I didn't. I'll check those out.
I have a few of those. Yeah.
So anybody out there, if you're a big Dr. Doom fan, this comic is for you. Signed and sketched by John Jang. And this comic is valued at $300 with an instant buyback offer of $270.
Look at that ugliness. I got to go fix that.
Fantastic Four, $275. The legend himself on the front, Stan Lee. Tell us about this comic.
So this one is actually really interesting because it is, they call it controversial. The story itself is more controversial because the artist basically doesn't. A lot of people don't know that She-Hulk was really the first Marvel character, really the first character in general to break the fourth wall. And so having Stan Lee on the cover, talking about her, having people like, in this, if you ever read this book, in this particular book, the story opens up with a news helicopter on top of I think might be the Baxter building because she's currently acting as a member of the Fantastic Four, but they're basically flying over with this helicopter, this news chopper, with the intent to blow off her bikini top because she's up there sunbathing. And so that's the whole story behind it. So it's a little bit controversial. The cover is controversial because the artist generally you don't have Stan Lee on the cover, speaking directly to the audience. And so this is just kind of an iconic cover because she looks really good. You got Stan Lee on it animated. And I just think it's a very interesting, it's a very sought after cover. It's not necessarily a key. It's just one that just has stood out to collectors for a long time because of what's inside in the cover as well.
That's so fascinating. Wow.
Yeah, a whole bunch of creepy comic book dudes.
Yeah.
So rare and few.
Yeah, so few.
275. Great background. Thank you for that, Aaron. That's awesome.
Yeah.
This as a 9.8 is valued at $200 with an instant buyback offer of $180. Next up, we have Fantastic Four 18 from 1963. We got some Silver Age in here, guys. That is an awesome cover. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, if you're not a fan of the Super Scrolls, then if you're not aware of the Super Scrolls, I guess if you watch, what was it, Secret Invasion, which I don't think a lot of people did, but if you did, about modern Scrolls and kind of the Super Scroll, but this is the iconic origin of the Super Scroll, and the Super Scroll is just a complete badass. Only had Fantastic Four powers, not a bunch of other randomness. So. This is iconic.
Such a cool cover. That's awesome. Yeah, this comic is valued at $290 with an instant buyback offer of $261. I never actually had a chance to see that show, actually, and it's the premise. The trailer looked great, and I thought I was going to be really hyped and do pretty well. But yeah,
I started and I never finished it. It was a little too slow for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem was that right from the start, you got this, I think I want to say this came out either right after the SAG-AFTRA strike, and a lot of that had to do with AI and the usage of AI in shows and contracts. And so when they came out with the actual opening credits that were very obviously AI created, it did not hold a lot of it didn't inspire a lot of greatness in the community for people to want to watch it. So
yeah. Next up, we have Fantastic Four #1 from 2018. This is a pure nostalgia right here. Unbelievable cover by the legendary Alex Ross, and also signed. Got a yellow label, guys.
And you got the Alex Ross label too.
Yes, that is so sick. Wow.
Yeah, this is basically like a facsimile, like a variant of the original first issue. And I just thought, I wanted to provide an Alex Ross signature and beautiful cover because I've been figuring out, and this isn't something I'm going to do all the time. I'm not going to cater everything to the community. I mean, even though we should, but it just feels like this community absolutely loves what Alex Ross does. And I'm a huge fan of his as well. So I was like, this one you cannot really like ignore because it is like iconic. It looks amazing. Alex Ross just has such a unique style, and to have, I don't know, just like this iconic thing now. Again, it's very timely. It's so perfect for this drop.
Yeah, definitely. Have you seen his booths at Comic-Con events like San Diego, New York?
It's a freaking art gallery. It's not even a booth. It's an art gallery.
Never goes to him. I don't know if he goes to me.
I never see him there. Yeah.
the one time that I think the last time I went to I didn't go to San Diego was I mean, well, I went 2 years ago. I didn't go last year, and apparently he was there, and my buddy got Alex Ross stuff signed. So who knows? You know, like I have a bunch of Alex Ross, like I got a bunch of Batman stuff that I'd love to get him to sign one day, but who knows?
That's awesome. Yeah, I hopefully he attends more. I know he's a very private guy. Does not like technology either. Yeah, it's technology. Anyways, this cover is obviously fantastic, and as a 9.8 grade, this comic is valued at $350 with an instant buyback offer of $315. Ooh.
You okay there?
The copy's hitting me.
Do you have Alex Ross on your Marvel poster back there?
I do not, no, because these are all signed in person.
Right.
So I've not met Alex Ross. So hopefully that'll happen in the future. That'd be amazing. Next up, we have Marvel Comics #1. These are really cool to see these on the drops. It's a pure silver foil cover replica. It actually has silver in the actual, I think, comic or the. It's
1 ounce of pure silver.
That's amazing. Wow, graded 10, perfect grade, guys. This is one of the most the OG Marvel comic. Everyone in the VV community knows this one, and everyone in the comic community knows this one. This is a stunner for sure.
I just thought this one was super interesting because this is obviously like deep Marvel comic like history, and then if you like zoom in on it, you could say like the Human Torch is like, it's not our like, you know, well-known Human Torch. It is a Human Torch, and it's just so interesting to see the development of where characters come from and history that goes. I don't know. I loved it. And so I was like, this is another perfect one. Like every single one of these chases that I put in here, I was like, this is a perfect chase for this. And that's why I was like, I got to figure out the best way to spread as much love to all these amazing chases.
I love that so much. That's so cool. Yeah, and guys, this comic, I'm sure people out there are wondering why this is in the Fantastic Four curated drop. But to your point, this is the first appearance of the Human Torch, not the Human Torch we know today as Johnny Storm, but it is the first introduction to the Human Torch character, which eventually evolved into Johnny Storm. So super cool, Aaron, that you had this history in here as well. Awesome. Next up, we have Fantastic Four Annual #2. One of the coolest Doctor Doom covers ever. Yeah. This is fantastic cover. Yeah, dive into this one a little bit, Aaron.
Yeah, so this one is, I mean, to be honest, like I don't know that much about this one in individually. I just know that this is like it's iconic cover. It's the old, if you ever, when I was a kid, my dad had these VHS tapes of the Fantastic Four, and like this artwork was the same artwork, like not like how you watch TV now and like cartoons are like 10 different ways looking like anime, but this one, like it was, you know, it was Kirby art in the cartoon. And so this one obviously features like, you know, the Fantastic Four. It's the Silver Age, just the final victory of Doctor Doom. It is him, like just it. I don't know. I love that this is like his victory, his origin, and like really like just a part of what we're going to probably see coming up in the future.
Yeah, exactly. And it's super cool that this comic, again, guys out there, this is a key issue because it discusses the origin of Doctor Doom. Very cool. Very cool.
I glossed over that it was the origin, but yeah.
As a 6.0 grade, this comic is valued at $500 with an instant buyback offer of $450.
We did not go light on the chases. We did not go light.
I'm very, very, very impressed. Next up, we have Fantastic Four 600. This comic came out in 2012, and it's signed by some legendary artists, including, which we got in there? Stan Lee.
Yep.
Joe Snott. And who is
Quesada?
Oh, Casade. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Joe Casade. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So not only is this is an iconic, like, this is the number 600 issue. Not only is it like a rare, amazing comic, and it's a rare sketch cover of this. It's a sketch variant, but also, again, freaking Stanley Casada, and Sino, and it's just like, this was the perfect, like, another perfect thing to put into this case. I really can't go past that. Like, I think that anytime I have the opportunity to find not only a chase or a grail that has such significant signatures on it, I think it's like, there's no way that I should not have it in these cases for the collectibles. Cause like, I think that that's one thing, just to kind of go off on a little tangent. I think that's the one thing that really makes Fanable so unique, is we have the opportunity to curate. We're not just like, I mean, and I know everybody loves, like, having like 2000 editions of Silver Surfer from Vivi or wherever else, but they all kind of are the same for the most part.
Mhm.
You're not going to see another one like this. You're not going to see another, like, digital version of this comic anywhere. Like, this is it.
Yeah, these signatures are incredible too. I mean, Stanley and Snow, they're past. There's no opportunity to have the signatures.
Yeah.
All right, so it's really special that these are on there, and I'm really excited for somebody to land this one.
Yeah.
Really cool. Such a cool comic. So this comic has a 9.8 grade with signatures, is valued at $569 with an instant buyback offer of $512. Next up, Fantastic Four 50. Go. Oh, that's awesome. This is the massive Galactus trilogy. Fantastic Four 48, 49, and 50. This is a very iconic cover, massive key issue. Very, very cool that included this one as well.
Oh, absolutely. This one is a milestone. I mean, absolutely. Like, first full appearance of, I want to say this is the first full appearance of Galactus, and, like, we're talking about the Silver Surfer, like, donning the cover of this thing. It's just this cover itself. Again, we're about to see everything come to fruition now, hopefully with an amazing Fantastic Four film. And so, getting to see Galactus in this as well, like, this is what you're about to probably see on the big screen, or at least something similar, because obviously we're not getting Norrin Rad, we're getting Shala Bal, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, you can't go beyond Fantastic Four number 50. Like, this is, it's just like this, like 48, 49, and 50, which are really pretty much, again, the Silver Surfer saga or Galactus saga, whatever you want to call it. These are like the iconic Fantastic Four, like, issues.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this comic is really cool. This is when I first got involved in investing in comic books, one of the first things I did was go after this trilogy. That was one of the first things that I did. And man, I'm really excited to see, for personal reasons, and also just because of the obvious reasons of this comic being special within itself. Very cool to see it. Very cool to see this in a high grade too, and white pages. Very clear. Very clear.
Yeah, the cool thing about these is that we're offering these, like, the buyback, at the 90% of the fair market value. But, like, honestly, like, if people keep these and sell them after, or if they just open up the cases and this, or even if they just lock the case and this one, like, might be in one of it, the fact that these comics, because of this movie and the fact that we are going to more than likely get an expansion on the Fantastic Four franchise, they're actually going to be in the MCU for real now. These are just going to shoot up in price. So these are, like, again, this entire case, in my opinion, is an opportunity for investment. And even more so if you score one of these 8 freaking chases or the grail.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this trilogy is so iconic. Even if the film didn't do well, this would always be a good investment. But that being said, I'm hearing great things about Fantasy Four.
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very happy about that. I am so thrilled at what we could potentially be seeing very soon. So, yeah, big shout out to you guys for putting this one on there. Super cool. So this comic has a 7.0 grade, is valued at $575 with an instant buyback offer of $518. And here we go, the big grail. The what's the term you use for this one? The Herald of the World Eater.
Oh yeah, the Herald of the World Eater. We got the Herald of the World Eater, the Super Scrolls, and it was the four Councils of Reed members.
Nice.
This is arguably one of the most popular comics in Marvel history. The first appearance of Galactus and Silver Surfer. I guess you can say, cameo appearance, whatever. Regardless, this comic is massively popular, has 2 FAs of very significant characters. And this
I had a discussion with my best friend about this comic, and I was like, first appearance of Galactus. He goes, no, it's a cameo. I said, it's a motherfucker. It's an appearance, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole debate, right? Between
Yeah.
it's like Hulk 181, Hulk 180.
But
Yeah. Really,
but nobody can debate that this is a significant comic either way.
Yeah.
Decided, I think Fantastic Four, I will say Fantastic Four 49, people definitely love that cover, especially because, we finally see Galactus for the first time on a cover. And that comic is sold for, I think, $240,000+ in its highest grade. But if you're looking at market cap, this comic dominates as an NA. Yeah, absolutely dominates.
Yeah, these are I'll tell you, like a lot of these, this was probably one of the hardest cases to fill. And that's because, again, we try and offer, like we try and keep what we're buying to put into these down so that we can offer the cases as cheap as possible with as much value as possible. This was a hard one to balance because, as you know, with the excitement and the anticipation of this movie, we had to dig deep to find a lot of these books that were, that are so iconic because everybody right now wants to charge a premium.
You're competing with everybody else who's trying to buy them too.
Exactly. So we did our damnedest to bring you some of the best books. And again, these are just the grail and the chases. I cannot wait for you guys to see the entire drop. It is like there are some freaking beauties in this set. So
and if you're just joining now, earlier we talked about how I believe, based on the information you told us, it sounds like this is the first time we've seen this, but over 25% of the cases are valued over $94, which is the retail cost. So over 25%, guys. That's insane.
Yep.
Much higher chances than you get in a physical pack of cards any day.
Really, on like this one, we wanted to outdo like all the competitors. We wanted to outdo not only with what's in the case, but with the chances for people, because again, we know that it's so hard when these movies come out to get get access to the books that you want, that you love. I'm sure there are plenty of Fantastic Four fans out there that just can't go online and start like trying to bid for these, because everybody and their mother's out there bidding for these Fantastic Four books. So we did the work beforehand. We did as much work as we could before. Like I said, we're actually still waiting for some books to pop in, but they're out for delivery right now, to the vault. But like I'm telling you, like I'm looking at the list right now, and you guys have like there are Galactus covers, there are J. Scott Campbell covers in here. There's more Alex Ross. There's John Byrne, Jim Shooter. There's I even found a Kevin Eastman thing cover.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed. No, I'm telling you, I went deep as far as I could. It sounds very terrible and very sexual, and I apologize to the audience, but I did my best to get the best comics for you guys as possible. I mean, we got giant size, Fantastic Four. We got just, I'm gonna tell you, there is a really fun Easter egg in one of these books that's in here, and a lot of people might look through this entire list and look at one specific book, and they're gonna be like, why the hell is that in here? And you know what, I'll tell you have you ever heard of the Bombastic Bagman?
No.
Okay. I want to say it might be Amazing Spider-Man. Is it 268? Let me Google it real quick. I think it might be Amazing Spider-Man 268. So basically the story is this: Peter Parker is like out doing his Spider-Man thing. His suit gets effed up and he has nowhere to go. The only place that's nearby is the Baxter Building. So he goes to the Baxter Building and his suit's just in shambles. He's covering his face because he doesn't want the Fantastic Four, because they don't know his secret identity. He doesn't want them to know, but they're willing to help him out. So the only thing that they have, though, that'll fit him is an extra Fantastic Four suit, but they don't have any shoes. And they don't have a mask that's right for him. So what he does is he puts on the Fantastic Four suit, a paper bag over his head, and he calls himself the Bombastic Bagman and fights crime during this issue wearing this outfit. And I think they did like a Funko Pop for it. There's actually, like, if you watch Across the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales movie, like the Bombastic Bagman is actually in that like spider like headquarters, the spider people headquarters. It's such a funny story, and if you ever get a chance to read that issue, it's such a great story. The Bombastic Bagman.
That's amazing.
I'm looking at images of it right now. It's so funny to look at.
Right?
Just for the bag over its head.
So Fantastic 448, the Big Grill Chaser.
Yep. Sorry,
now,
I'm so sidetracking.
Grade is valued at $1,000 with an instant buyback offer of $900. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, guys, again, Thursday at 2 p.m. EST, this is dropping the Fantastic Case. We went over some of the big chasers and Grail. But make sure, it's definitely fantastic. Make sure to get involved in this, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, I have to emphasize, over 25%.
Yes.
25% of the cases are valued above retail.
The chases and the Grail alone are worth over $3,500.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and that doesn't mean, again, that doesn't mean that, and I'm telling you, that's why I say like 25% is above the value of the case. And that's well above value of the case. Like, I'm like, that doesn't mean that there's a bunch of like, again, garbage in here, because I am proud of each and every single one of these covers in this whole set. I am proud of every single one of them. I handpicked every single one of them, and I did it with an intense intention to give you guys the best choice, the best selection. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Like, it's like, just wait for tomorrow. This thing is going to go. I know we're all going to be on planes. We're all going to be on flights. Like, you know, maybe we get access to the internet if we want to pay for it. We'll be like refreshing it, hopefully. But I'm excited for you guys to open this up and like scroll through these and like, I should have said scroll through these. And it's going to be so good, man. I'm so pumped. Yeah.
we also can't wait as well, Raven. Very excited to see these cases go international. Hopefully we'll see that in the near future. But when it does happen, you can be sure they're probably going to do a solo video just to cover that as well, just to make sure to share the excitement, because a lot of people have been very, very antsy about getting involved internationally. So good reason.
I am hoping that I have, you know, like I said, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, that I have some good news, I hope, for you guys. So keep your fingers crossed. I will say this though, like, again, like, there's a couple of things that I feel like I don't need to say, but I'm going to say it because I don't want to insult anybody's intelligence. But get the cases while you can now, because when this opens up to an international market, like, and you know, when we're doing drops, like, I don't know how much more how many more cases we're going to be doing. Over 100 cases, you know, I don't know how big we're gonna make this, but that's gonna be a growing situation also. So as soon as we open it up to international, like, people are gonna rush in. They're gonna want the cases that they missed. Totally. You know, they're gonna want access to the books that they don't have it. Aaron's on the case. Aaron is on the case. Aaron is working his ass off to get you guys like international access.
He's on top of the case.
Yes, he's in the case. He's on the case. He's beside the case. He's under the case.
Reverend through the case.
Yes. It's funny. I actually had a friend of mine who I met because when I was working at conventions, he does a lot of security for a lot of the bigger like booths. He's a massive dude. I love this guy so much. He messaged me last night, and he, out of like, he hasn't messaged me in a while because he's been so busy. But he messaged me. He goes, "Is this case like a real case that I can buy?" And I'm just like, oh man, I wish it was.
We'll get there.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna buy a freaking 3D printer, and I'm just gonna start marketing like mini versions of these cases, like 3D versions, and you guys are gonna like just eat them up.
Oh yeah, we actually talked about it. Actually asked, can we turn these into actual real case Pelican cases for comics? And people have talked about that, and especially for initial version.
If we could walk around Comic-Con with our, you know, Comics and Crypto branded Pelican case, that'd be so cool.
Well, I mean, that is the cool thing, is you can get like, I used to, like, you know, being in the military, the only Pelican cases I ever saw were like the sand colored ones that we take to Iraq, or the black ones that eventually became sand colored because they were in Iraq. But now like you can buy like multicolored ones. So like imagine somebody just going to get like a blue one, a blue like the briefcase looking one, and then just putting this all over it. Like not too difficult. And if I see somebody at Comic-Con, at San Diego Comic-Con or any convention, I'll give you one of my own personal cases that's in my collection.
Let's go.
I'll do it. That's a bounty. How about that's for a bounty?
Love it. Well, guys, again, this mystery case drops on Thursday at 2 p.m. EST. Make sure you get involved. Make sure to follow Aaron at the Shortbox Hero. Give him a follow on Twitter. And also, of course, Fanable app at Fanable app on Twitter and also Instagram. And a big shout out to Fanable for sponsoring our channel. And thanks for joining, everybody. This has been a lot of fun. And again, Aaron, I have to emphasize, thank you for such a well thought out drop.
Seriously, man.
Like,
You're welcome.
A lot of attention to detail went into this one again. And I mean, we saw that last week and this week again, a lot of thought. And it's really fun to have you on here to talk about it. So
yeah, I love being here to talk about it. Thank you for the opportunity. Credit goes to you guys for having just like an amazing show, an awesome experience, just being two cool dudes to talk with. I can't wait to hang out with you guys at San Diego. Shout out to give Comics and Crypto the freaking like, follow, subscribe, every freaking social media platform that you can go out there. Shout out to my man Cowabunga, Chris Chan in the chat, the biggest bro. Like everybody always coming through. Go, like, this is such an amazing community, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. I feel like the only thing that I can do to support like such an amazing community from where I sit is by giving you guys like the best case experience. Like, I not just best case, like best case, worst case, but like the best experience with a case that you could get, because I don't know. When people get excited about when they open these cases or when they see the actual design of the case, I'm just like, it makes me feel good. Like I live for that. It like reinvigorates. It gives me that energy, that vibe, so I'm totally hyped about this. I'll drop, you guys want some alpha?
Yeah.
We love alpha over here.
Okay. So you'll hear it here first. Come and find me at San Diego Comic-Con. Take a selfie with me. Show me your collection. Do whatever you want. And I will take down your wallet or your profile link and your name, basically your Fanable name, Fanable profile link, and I will enter you into a chance to win one of 3 fantastic cases.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you're going to Comic-Con, find Aaron. Definitely check out. Okay, so there is, I think Thursday at 5 p.m. at Comic-Con, there's an amazing panel happening at the Future of Collecting, which is going to have Aaron as well, including they're amazing leaders in the space, including VV Digital Collectibles, Candy Digital. Man, it goes on and on. There's just so
is going to be there.
Yeah,
it's incredible. Wow.
McFarlane Toys, like there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff.
Shout out to the McFarlane team.
Also, if you guys, if somebody comes to the panel and finds me as well and does the same thing, you'll be additionally entered to enter another fantastic case, because I'm giving 2 away just for people coming to the to the panel on Thursday night.
Aaron, I'm finding you all over Comic-Con.
Yeah. All it's gonna take is just like come find me. Let's have a chat. Let's talk. I want to hear what you're excited about. I want to hear what you like about Fanable. Show me your collection if you have one. Let's go. And you know what? Like I said, you guys could win one of 3 fantastic cases. And who knows? Maybe I'll even do a giveaway for 2 Vault Villain cases that I've got snagged away.
All right. Well, you heard it from here, guys. Make sure to find Aaron at Comic-Con if you plan on attending. Really excited for this drop. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. No pun intended. And again, for joining. Such a fun time, as always.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Make sure to tweet out what you land. Make sure to tag us as well. We'll make sure to retweet it. Very excited to see what you all land. So very excited for this. And again, thanks for joining, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Best of luck on Thursday.
And we'll see you all at